Oh, hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to JMac Sports Cards. So, there's a lot of talking heads out here in the hobby that are giving their opinion on the sports card market and whether it will go up or whether it will go down. I decided you might want to, but probably not, want to know my opinion. And guess what mine is? I don't care what yours is. Let's go into the sports card shed. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up everybody? If you're new here, my name is Jason. Thanks for tuning in to another video. We're out here in what we're calling the sports card shed. This is where I transact the business here. I'm hoping to build this business over on eBay of selling sports cards to scale this year. So thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate the support and a lot of the comments that have been rolling in. A lot of new subscribers to the channel as well. I'd love to hear some more, since there are a lot of new subscribers. Why did you decide to subscribe to the channel, number one? And number two, what do you want to learn more about? I want to make sure that I am making content that you're interested in. And I know a lot of you are looking for reseller content and eBay tips and tricks and all those kinds of things. But occasionally I'm going to mix it up just like this right here and talk about some of the topics that a lot of others are talking about. Jeff Wilson voiced his opinion on why he thought that the sports card market is going to go up in 2023. You know what? I didn't watch the video. Don't really care about it. And again, don't care what anyone else says or thinks about the sports card market and what it's going to do or the direction it's going to take. But off of that, you know, the reason I have the parrot in the thumbnail is I call them parrots because they just parrot other big channels, and then they begin to create content and start giving their opinions on whether they think, you know, the market's going to go up and down and what they think is a good or a bad investment, and yada, yada, yada.
Bye-bye.
No.
Bye.
No.
You know, I've given it lots of thought over the course of time about sports cards in general, whether it is an investment, whether it is a you know, what should we coin it, what should we relate it to, and you know, I have absolutely come to the conclusion that end of the day, it is a hobby. Okay, at the end of the day, that's really just all it boils down to it being. Now, there are certain things in the hobby. There are certain collectible pieces in the hobby that will go down and wind up being some just astronomical prices on some of the game used memorabilia, some of the crazy rare cards, the GOATs that become GOATs in the future, the GOATs that were, the GOATs that are. Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Hank Aaron, Jackie Robinson, and whoever the future GOATs are going to be. There's that side of it, but listen, trying to predict all that and saying to invest in this or that, you know what, it really honestly doesn't matter. There are some fortunate people who made some right angles on some of this stuff and, you know, wind up having a good deal of wealth wrapped up into cardboard. But most people aren't into it for that. You know, honestly, now selling pretty heavy here on eBay, I'm seeing that more and more people say that the hobby is dying or is dead or whatever, you know, and that is absolutely 100% false. Collectors are alive and well. There's tons of people that collect low-end cards, that collect sets, that collect players, that collect certain products. The sea is vast. Some fish eat minnows, some bigger fish eat smaller fish, sharks eat bigger fish, orcas eat sharks. Same thing in the hobby. There is people that only move in $1 to $20 cards. There's people that move in only $50 to $300 cards. You see that in Facebook groups and all the different platforms. Only buying $50 to $200 cards. There's some people that only transact in $500 to $1,000 cards. Listen, it's however you want to do it. It's how it should be done. Okay, that's really my message to anyone throwing their opinion out there. Should you only invest in GOATs? No, GOATs are a bad investment. Do this, do that. You're all wrong, because whose opinion matters and whose dollars are going to work for what is being bought.
My money
My money.
The individual. So guess what matters with me and the decisions I make in the hobby? Me. My opinion matters. Yours? No. Jeff Wilson's? No. Parrots parroting Jeff Wilson? No. That's anyway, that's the long and the short of it. I won't draw this out much longer, but I did just want to kind of throw my name in the hat here and give my opinion on whether I think the market's going up or down. I don't care if it does or not. Guess what I'm going to keep doing? I'm going to keep buying collections, buying bulk lots, keep selling off the expensive stuff in it, keeping a couple cards for my collection, and selling off the cheap cards in it. And guess what? They all sell over time eventually. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at with it all. You know, I enjoy the entertainment factor on a lot of these videos and whatnot, but you know, at the end of the day, it's still a hobby. You like what you like, and that's right. You're right. No one else is. For what you collect in the hobby that you love and that you've grown to put your hard-earned dollars into, the only person's opinion that matters on it is yours, and in my case, mine, right? So I think we should all kind of stick to that, and I think we would all be a whole lot better if we weren't trying to get in everyone else's business and tell each other how to do what we do in a hobby. Because at the end of the day, it is a hobby, right? If you're one of the fortunate ones that got a Michael Jordan PMG number to 23 that was, you know, and pulled it out of a pack, and you wind up with smart enough to keep it for all these many years, you know, whatever, you're a genius, right? Or you just didn't care and you put it away. If you hear stories about people that do that, they just throw it in a safe and they'll come back and they'll check it out. There was one guy, I was reading a post on Facebook. The guy goes into his collection once a year, pulls out a box and just goes through it. And he's got some of the craziest stuff in the world, and they'll sell a little bit of it each year. Otherwise, he's got some of the craziest stuff. Crazy is like, you know, autos and just crazy stuff that now is is selling for thousands, hundreds, you know. And it's just like nonchalant to him because he bought a lot of it, you know, when a lot of things were really cheap, and he'd been buying collections and been just collecting for decades and decades, and was anyway. Sometimes that's what it comes down to, is someone just saying, you know what, I'm just going to keep a ton of stuff. And so in other words, there's a lot of variations to this hobby, that why people have what they have, and why at the end of the day it became a good investment in a lot of cases. And in most cases it was never intended to be an investment. It was a collector collecting that now has something that's investment worthy as far as monetary dollars and cents. So anyway, guys, that's all I got on this one. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone's support. Again, like I said, drop a comment. Let me know what you want to see some content surrounding, whether it's eBay, like specific things in eBay, like selling trends, what sells, what does, all those, anything that you could think of. Drop a comment down below and I'll see if I can get to it. That's all I got till next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Deuces.